All right. Okay, so I present to you part 2 of the Igbo language. So for phonotactics, upon reviewing standard Igbo, one will notice that the consonant clusters are uncommon. For the constraints, the individual may recognize the following patterns. So they have vowel with vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, and consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel. If you notice, which I had to get creative, which is why I brought my cell phone, I'm going to play you the words. They only have, it's very limited, like we said, it's uncommon, because their language is full of vowels, which later, or part 3, we'll talk about the vowel harmony. These patterns are most prevalent, most prevalent in the language, the patterns that I showed you here. After further inspection, a person can see that the consonant clusters do exist, but they're rare, and they more so are in the word, at the beginning of the word, so word initial versus word final. Let's see if I can play you some of these words, and hopefully it'll sound. Okay, so the first one, in English it's yes. Hopefully it'll be loud enough. So, eh. The next would be in English, I am. But actually, let me go to maybe, because I can get to that quicker right now. So, ikebwe. Let's see if I can go to biku. Which would be please in English. And then mba, which is no. And the second one is the actual pronunciation of the word. And then let's see if I can try to find I am. Here we go. No. So that's that. So as mentioned in part 1 of the presentation, Nigerians speak English and of course Nigerian Pidgin. With the fusion of the languages, Nigerians have borrowed words to add to the Igbo language. So for this reason, the speakers of Igbo will change consonants and vowels of English vowel words. So for example, when going from English to Igbo, an Igbo speaker may insert a vowel sound, since consonant clusters are infrequent in the language. So for in English, of course, notice football. I have the pronunciation. So in Igbo, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but you'll notice that they inserted between the mb, they inserted the u. Let's see, and then I spoke about that in the first slide, that consonant clusters are uncommon, but they do exist. Again, vowel clusters are more common. I guess that's how that's called. But I know next presentation I talk about vowel harmony. And then going in more, I guess, of the phonology of the phonotactics. So since the cluster for football is t-b, in Igbo it changes to b, or more of a t-b, because it's not t-b. So you go from, consists of voiceless, alveolar stop, to a voice bilabial stop, b. So in Igbo, the t is dental, so, and then it goes with a high tonal vowel, the and then it's inserted before a voice labial stop. So the whoop, I think that might be about it. Not sure. And then those are my references. And then I do more so in the paper go into probably the compare and contrast with English to Igbo. Questions?
So what consonants are allowed at the beginning in the cluster? You have a CC cluster, mba. What other ones are allowed?
As far as going through, because I thus far haven't been able to find the words, which is why I ended up trying to use technology, and that's how I ended up finding the app. So I haven't, or I didn't go through all of them to analyze all of those words, but I did want to find something that would go along with our presentation, or to find that they do exist. I'm trying to see.
So you don't have any sources that talk about what consonants are allowed in clusters?
I can probably do more research in regards to that, though, to see. I was actually able to look up on those words, which, like I said, I'm finding them by the app. So I can actually go in to look more to see what are allowed by studying maybe more of the data. But I haven't come across any resources right now that give me a broad range of the vocabulary of the words.
I like the visuals. Connect them to them.
Okay. It's not phonology, but I can address it. I ended up picking this one just because slavery, breaking chains. This picture, and you're probably wondering, I guess it's about to come full circle, since later on I expand on Jay-Z. But this, I ended up finding, I like my visuals. I ended up typing in Igbo, and Igbo landing came up, and I was like, what is that all about? Why is that Beyonce? So I was like, oh, she's doing a concert maybe in Nigeria? No, what happened, she has a video that came out on Lemonade called Love Drought. What happened and what she ended up tying into that is Igbo landing. Igbo landing in 1803. It was actually, a ship came from Nigeria and Africa, and it landed in, let me look at my notes, Dunbar Creek on St. Simon's Island in Glenn County, Georgia. So Igbo actually from Africa ties into Igbo in Georgia, and then she ended up doing a video that showed that basically what it is, it's known that the slaves, when they got here, they seized their ship, and they end up taking over their ship, and instead of going into slavery, they end up drowning themselves. So that's why you probably see me have one of these images as well. And they just started teaching in the Georgia schools about Igbo landing.